celebrating life is a beautiful thing. Celebrate every moment. You deserve to be celebrated. So capture all those moments and just feel good about them because life is so short. And with that, I welcome you to this amazing show, a special edition of Hello Africa. And I'm not doing the show alone. I'm your girl Nita, and I'm doing the show with the amazing Favorite. Hello, Fave.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, so good to see you again, and so good to be back on the show today.
I like your outfit. It's really cool.
Well, you look good.
Okay, we've got great lineups for you on the show today, and we'll be starting with not such a happy story.
Yes.
We lost a legend.
Sadly.
Yes, someone who has made a mark in the music industry, a UN ambassador, a legend in all totality.
Yeah.
Sound Sultan.
A veteran who has done so well in the music industry.
Absolutely.
And generally in the entertainment industry.
He affected lives
A lot of
globally.
lives. Yes. And so it is sad that we have to deal with the loss of the very own, I don't know if I would call him one of the people who brought Afro pop into its light.
Yeah.
And so everyone is saddened. When the news struck yesterday, I think it brought a total cloud over the industry. So since yesterday up until now, everyone has been talking about it, and it's still buzzing, and that's why we bring it to you this morning.
Okay, yeah, we're going to be doing like a tribute on the show today. We'll have certain people who have, worked closely with this amazing legend to share their thoughts about what you and I don't even know about Sound Sultan. Like I mentioned, he is one person that has made global impact, okay?
Yes.
And we're just talking about the fact that people don't celebrate people when they are alive. They celebrate them when they are no more. Somebody said something that if you really want to know how a great person you are, the person has to die first.
Well,
What's your thoughts on that?
For me, I totally disagree with that because basically, I feel like these people, or for example, Sound Sultan, he was a global figure. I mean, when you become an entertainer, you draw attentions to yourself. You become a public figure. And as a public figure, you represent people. So whether you have direct connection with them or not, when you pass on, or sorry to say, when you are late, people would still want to reckon your efforts. People want to appreciate everything you did whilst you were still
Okay,
alive.
I said that to say this. 2019, Yul Edochie put up a post. He said he had an accident and nobody reached out to him to even say, what's up? But if he had died, some person in the music or movie industry will second-handedly say they want to take over the whole burial ceremony, they want to drop millions and all that. So he said it's important for us to start celebrating people when they're alive. It's not only when they're even celebrities, okay? People achieve stuff. I remember when Michael Jackson was on Earth, there was this whole thing about him. He's a bad guy. But at the end of the day, when he died, everybody had something excellent to say about him.
But necessarily, I don't think it's okay for people to just come out and say, celebrate people when they're alive. Generally, if you're doing so well, people would always appreciate you. People would always talk about what you do. So one way or the other, Yul Edochie, if he had an accident, sorry to say, probably if the information was let out properly, people would talk about it, people will reach out. He's not the only person who has had issues or accidents. We've had some other celebrities and influencers who, I don't want to mention names, but they've had accidents. And of course, on the internet, we've reached out to them, we've solicited with them. So I feel like it is not about them. It's just a culture, yes.
It's just a culture.
It's just a culture for
that people prefer celebrating people when they are dead. Anyway, feel free to share your thoughts, okay, concerning this. Why don't we celebrate people when they are alive? You know, you can reach out to us via our social media and also the link showing on your screen to be part of this conversation. We'd like to hear from you. Tell us where you're reaching out to us from and, of course, your name. Okay, this is Hello Africa. Okay, so we'll be going to our top stories.
For today.
And yes. And we'll still be talking about the legend, Sound Sultan.
Of course.
But before we bring in, you know, the amazing people who have worked closely with this amazing legend, we're celebrating his life well spent. Okay. And he's been buried already in New Jersey. Wow. It was really such a swift one.
Yeah, very
I mean, I saw the whole clip of the wife lying down on the coffee. I mean, it's such a sad one. Our heart goes out to the whole family of, you know, yes, please. His colleague, his family, and friends, and also well-wishers.
Of course.
A job, okay, and we don't know who the client was, okay, and I think the best thing is we dropping information to our loved ones, okay, concrete information, because sometimes you say, oh no, you don't want to tell people where you're going, you don't want monetary spirit and all that, but today's country or today's world, it's a different ballgame. You need to give out concrete information to your loved ones. There must be somebody you talk to, okay? Share their phone numbers, their addresses, whatever it is. If you're taking a cab, do a screenshot. There are even some apps that, you know, they'll ask you if you want to share whatever information exactly of your ride to your relatives or your friends, because it's really important. So if anything goes wrong, they'll be able to track through the phone or the address. I mean, to be able to save lives, because this is not just the government. You and I, we've got a role to play.
Yeah, I think that's like a major security tip, which my colleague here has given. So if you have to go out, if you have to be somewhere, I think you should share your location with your immediate family or someone who is a guardian to you, someone who understands where you're heading to and what you're going for, so as to be able to link a reach to you when we don't hear from you.
Because we've had situations where people go for job interviews and they never return. It was their body that was being found and stuff like that. You know, so please, this is going on and on. I remembered somebody shared something on social media some weeks back. I think she's a caterer. And it went viral because people were, you know, trying to caution people, and some WhatsApp groups were even sending it, you know, back to back for people to be security conscious, in the sense that somebody said, you know, I'm going to pay you double, come do the baking of my birthday cake in my house. And as a caterer, she said no.
It's very unnecessary.
And when she said no, the guy discovered that she noticed he was not real, and he rained abuses at her.
We really have to be
and
very
that went
cautious.
viral.
Yes, it went viral. That was a very smart move. I think
that was a smart one.
We just have to all be very conscious and be very careful in our immediate society and see how we can be able to contain the
Yeah.
security hazards and all that going on currently.
And we can't even take away the dating sites out of it. People date online.
Yes, so many
you
things.
date a total stranger. Please, if you're going to have that maybe dinner date or lunch date,
Of course.
try as much as you can, okay,
To
to
give proper
inform your family. If possible, go with someone that can just, and be in an open place, a public place. Don't have any private, outings. Because this person is a total stranger, because we've seen situations where people go for such dates and they never return alive. So we can, severe the situation. This is Hello Africa. Join the conversation through the links showing on your screen. Let's hear your thoughts concerning why people don't celebrate, one another when they are alive. And also, you can share your thoughts concerning the missing lady, Anu, who is 23. Such a sad one, really.
Of course,
Such
really a sad
one.
morning. Okay, still on the news, the top stories, we also have Lagos seals 16 buildings in Ikeja, issues contravention notice.
Yeah.
We also have this one, G20 finance ministers back plan for minimum 15% global corporate tax.
The one that really struck me is the Palestine, that's the global war, okay? Palestine twins turned decommissioned Boeing 707 aircraft into a restaurant in Israel. What an amazing, I love this, okay? Turning trash into treasure.
That's a good move.
Making something out of nothing.
Of course, in business, one of the things I've learned is when you understand recycling things, you go a long way covering a better percentage of the capital in starting a business. For example, look at the abandoned buildings we have everywhere in cities all over the country.
Yeah.
I mean, if people could have these properties sold or bought at affordable prices where they can be able to establish businesses and provide more jobs for people. I mean, this Boeing 707 could have been condemned. You understand?
It's been abandoned for quite
some time.
Yes, and they decided to just say, we can make something beautiful out of it. I mean, you need to see the image. It's beautiful.
The images are awesome, and then it was a very swift thought because these guys are going to put in so much work, and people will want to have an experience. They want to see what this looks like. I think it's a good one.
It's a really welcome one, if you ask me. So please join us, okay? What have you done creatively, to just recycle something that you think will be of hazard or damage to your environment? Have you done something? If you have, feel free to reach out to us. We'd like to hear from you, okay? And of course, to connect to us is via the link showing on your screen. This is Hello Africa. We'll be taking a quick break. And when we return, we'll be having more. Stick around.
also a sad morning on Hello Africa, as we have been dealing with the loss of one of the biggest veterans in the music industry and in the entertainment industry generally. My colleague here, of course, you know, we've been talking about this for quite some time now, and we would like to introduce our guest in the house, who would also join us via virtual video, and he would also have to give his tribute. Of course.
Yes, and also tell us what you and I don't even know about this legend we're celebrating. Like, we can't stop, you know, laying emphasis on the fact that Sound Sultan is a global, or was a global brand who made global impacts, okay? And some of the people that will be joining us today is
Mr. Ayor Duro Dola. He's a veteran broadcast journalist, media and PR specialist, information assistant for U.S. Consulate. He'll be joining us this morning.
And another person that will be joining us is Tosin Obingbe, media and marketing consultant, CEO, Tobin's Media Limited, basketball enthusiast who shared many happy moments with the amazing Sound Sultan. You're most welcome to the show, Mr. Tosin Obingbe. Hello, Mr. Tosin.
Can you hear us? You're also welcome, Mr. Ayo. Can you hear us?
Good morning, Mr. Tosin.
Oh, Mr. Ayo, we can see you. Good morning, sir. How are you doing, sir?
We're doing great.
We're very fine, sir.
How did you receive the sad news of Sound Sultan? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, Mr. Tosin, you're welcome. We can see you.
Oh no.
That's it's sad. I don't know any other word to use, but it's totally something you never ever, thought could happen, because he said he was doing fine. I saw the nurses and saw the video. He was. It's shocking. It's
So
shocking.
sorry about that. Okay, what do you think he's going to be remembered for in terms of his legacy?
Yes.
SS will be remembered for his humility. SS will be remembered for his down to earthness. And I have never seen him get angry. I've known him for over 20 years. Wow. I have never seen him get angry. I've been in situations with him where he was supposed to be angry. I'm the one who will be, puffing up and getting all, red faced. But he will be the one, the person who they offend will be the one saying, oh, yeah, don't worry, just leave it together, let it go. Many a times it has happened, and I'm always like, look, if we have an adage in Yoruba land that says, "See that I'm like, if you don't want to fight this thing, I'm going to go face them and tell them to their face that they're, that this, they're that. He will smile and say, you're not going to do that. Don't worry. I've never seen him, and he's going to be remembered for his creativity. He is one of those generations of musicians who stuck to their trade. They weren't playing commercial like that. They do it for the passion, for the love. He's one of those people who wrote songs about Nigeria, whose songs reflect the societal ills.
Absolutely.
He's one of those people who believes that anybody can be anybody tomorrow. Open your arms wide. And aside that, he's an incurable basketball fan. He lives this, but we call him and another person vampire. Him and K-Tension, we said you guys are vampires because we said you don't grow old. You don't even look your age. He's going to remember for being ever young. Larry always has a smile for everybody. He will smile. And Larry is ready to drop anything to attend to you. He's going to be remembered for Jagbajantis.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
His song.
That song, made everybody to know him, even though his elder brother got into music before him.
Yeah, Baba D.
Baba D did all that, but Sound Sultan was the one who made Niger Ninjas famous. And that song remained evergreen. Anytime he mount the stage, it still reflects the state of the country. We're just trying to solve the boardmans up to now in this country. A dude has said it all right. He's going to remember for his his attitude to life. Peaceful. His love for family. His love for friends. It's going to be for a lot of positive. So far I've never seen somebody who said there's a bad thing about him. And I've seen many people who had really done stupid things to him.
Wow.
Okay.
We were talking.
Please go ahead.
Okay, we're talking about the fact that people don't really celebrate people when they're alive. They celebrate them only when they're dead. What's your take concerning that?
I think it's just a human thing, and the media isn't really helping. We human beings tend to just go with the flow and naturally tend towards what pays them, in quote now. So it takes a few, it takes a handful, to really to appreciate you anytime in any situation. Everybody likes the results. Most people don't like the work that goes into the result.
Okay. Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you, Mr. Ayo. Let's hear
Tosin.
from Mr. Tosin. Mr. Tosin, how are you doing?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good day, Mr. Tosin. Can you hear us?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. I said good afternoon.
Okay.
You're most welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So how did you hear the news of your friend and colleague? I'm sure it must have hit you sadly. What's the situation with you?
I don't know how to put this, but it is so painful that every time I think about this since yesterday when I got the news yesterday morning, and I think about how I get to find out, I can't take it the more. I opened Instagram and I saw a post. And I went straight to our chat and I realized that there was was supposed to respond to there has not responded to. So this is it. We are friends like that, that we really don't follow. It is when we see, we just kick off like 100. Well, so we really don't we have projects going on, pending. So based on that, I already, when you drop a message and you know that, okay, when you respond, I will respond back to you, and the conversation continues. And then I went to check the chat, I said I was not responding, and I buzzed it. Baba Alpha, like I really just didn't want to believe what I just saw. So I just buzzed him. Hi, Baba Alpha, bro, holla me, please. And nothing, no response, the chat wasn't even delivering. Then I started seeing messages, I started seeing everything. I didn't even know what to do, because I think I'm close to the wife a bit, so that I can still call her. So I couldn't do that. I didn't know what to do. I don't know who to call. I don't know what to do. I was at the point, I just didn't know what to do for like a while. In fact, what I did, something happened to me when I heard about Sultan's death. So I think my breath ceased for, I can say 60 seconds or more, because I realized I had to take a deep breath coming back to life, like, okay. And I started scrolling, So it was really a sad one, shocking one, and wasn't easy to take. I can say that.
Okay, but sorry about that. But I mean, he must have been a big influence to. I'm relating this to both of you now. He must have been a big influence to your lives, one way or the other. So, if you were to tell us how much influence he was to his immediate family and beyond, we know how he had global impact, but those who knew him firsthand knew how much projects he had going on, and of course, how much influence he had on the audience. So I would like to hear from you first, Mr. Tosin, and then Mr. Ayo. Tell us how much influence he had that you knew of that we did not know.
I'm going to be very short with this. There is a vacuum that Sultan left. And off my head, because the vacuum is a bridge. Now, because because I belong to both part of that bridge, each end of that bridge. So I'm telling you that vacuum right now in my head, I don't see anybody feeling it. And that vacuum is the bridge that links entertainment to basketball. There is nobody. So it is like this. Whenever there is a basketball thing happening in Nigeria and they need to fuse entertainment with it, and we need celebrities, Sultan is the best thing to go to. Everybody knows. Because he is the one that can call a Two-Face, call a Bovie, call this, and they will show up. Now that's going to be pretty difficult, and I hope the basketball industry, the basketball sector will come together and look at this and try to maybe the little way to keep the legacy going. The bridges he has already connected. For example, when Afas Sport came in, it was the ambassador for Afas for the jersey and for the company. And all this actually helped to actually glue basketball to a great essence. So that legacy is there. So if the basketball industry can actually continue that, and the entertainment industry too, I'm sure they will, in honor of Sultan, probably put something together. And for me, the last one I would say about how this will affect me is because we actually have a competition, but not a competition, a project ahead.
A project.
Yes, celebrity basketball game. In fact, I put it up on my status yesterday. He was telling me to add a particular celebrity to his team. Add this one for my team. So he was saying that. So we're actually reshuffling the team together. Like, let this team not be stronger than this. Let's do this. So I'm doing conduction. So I was talking to him. We're going to be playing here and here. And at the end of the day, nobody. What am I going to play basketball with? Nobody. So that's. I can say that.
So sorry about that.
That's really a lot.
Man.
Mr. Ayo,
heartfelt,
Mr. Ayo, please tell us something you knew.
Okay, we can hear Mr. Ayo.
Mr. Ayo, are you?
I hear me now.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, Sultan has this ability to pacify things. He walks into a room and is calm, mean, is infectious. I see him as a bridge between his own generation of entertainers and the new generation. I've seen him step into feuds between those two generations,
Hmm.
and he never makes any noise about it.
Hmm.
You cannot find South Sultan boasting about something he achieved.
Okay.
I met, we had one event somewhere, and I saw Terry Apala with him, and we were talking, and one artist walked into the green room and started, brought this attitude into the green room with this crowd and all that. And the person running the green room, the lady was not happy with it. And the lady spoke up immediately. Sultan, the way Sultan mediated that thing, it's so amazing that everything was calm immediately. And I said, look, this is a silent kingmaker.
Yeah.
He is such a mediator with that. He doesn't, he has no airs around him. He doesn't, I, I, I think let me just say, Sultan is, the entertainment industry's mediator. Tosin just said it. Sultan can move the biggest name, and at the same time move the smallest name and bring them together on a platform, and neither will feel slighted or or downgraded or looked down upon. It has that ability to do that. And you will gladly, sometimes somebody who will call you for something and you will gladly fall in, to it. Just talking about Alpha Sports. I mean, I met Ugo of Alpha Sports through Sultan. He wasn't even there. He only sent an SMS, and that was it. When CBL, the Continental Basketball thing started, I was always singing Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow. He would tell me, he just said, Ayo, you live on the island. I said, yeah. He said, you have to support Lagos Islanders. I said, I'm not supporting Lagos Islanders. I want to support Ibu Commerce of Akure. He said, if you bring them to the team, we'll do that. But for now, you go wear black and yellow. I wore the black and yellow. I still have the basketball shirt up to today. So I think Sultan will be remembered, with the things most people don't know about him will be that he's a mediator. Will be that he's the go-to person, to bridge a gap. So between sports and entertainment, it is Sultan. Between one big artist and one little known one, it's Sultan.
Wow. Such a huge loss.
The whole world, really, especially the entertainment industry.
Yes.
What can today's artists, or should I say the young ones, learn from this amazing legend, Sound Sultan?
You both will definitely share your thoughts on that.
So, what advice do you have for the young ones today? What can they take from the amazing life of Sound Sultan?
Would Tosin go first, or you want me to go first?
Okay, I would like to go first, please. Okay, Tosin, we can hear you, please.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yes,
Loud and clear.
Okay, so I would say it's just one word: humility. Oh, we can't. Which is one thing they mistake from him, and which has kept him in the industry for so long. Like I remember when we did, was it 20 years on stage that we did? I mean, it was, I can't remember which one. I mean, was it 10 years or 20 years? I can't remember. But we had this, was it 30 years? I can't remember. But we did something recently, not recently. I forgot the details. But Sultan's humility knows no bound. Like I said, there was a day that sorry, I'm telling. There was a day that we were. Was it Sultan's birthday or Two-Face birthday? I can't remember. T-Biz was there. Nice was there. asked Archbishop Viney, one Blanche there, and we're sitting there, and something happened. There was a rank, there was a fight. When I was saying that between the big artists and the smart artists, even Mr. Nobody, Sultan does that. So there was a rancor between one of the big names artists that was there that night, I won't mention, and a cameraman, such that he collected the camera and he wanted to break it. It was Sultan that Sultan made that situation calm in no time. And at the end of, and in like 15 minutes, we were all back to the gisting and all. And I realized that this is someone from, someone from the media that just had like a big issue with someone who is in the entertainment industry, and Sultan's colleague, and the way he entered, and the way he started speaking with the guy, he heard the guy put his hand around the guy's neck. The cameraman, at least he didn't break the camera. I was just looking at him like this. So since that time, Sultan for me is a go-to person. If I have an idea, let's meet here. So if the upcoming ones can learn that, be humble, be listen, and then watch the footsteps of people ahead of you, and just try to follow their footsteps. That would be great.
Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Ayo, would like to hear your thoughts concerning, your advice to the young ones, what they can take from the amazing life of Sound Sultan and add and make value out of themselves.
I would say be positive about life. Even I am so sure he knew that situation wasn't that nice, but he was so positive about it that people would not have a fathom to understand how deep it was. I would say be humble. I would say also put in your hard work and stay relevant. He did his best within his capacity, but his impact was felt all over. I would advise them to, basically it's just the word. I think it's just the word humble. Humility does the thing. And it's just also like another person. One of these people that what's kept him in the game all this while is that humility. So I would say Sultan is humility personified.
Wow.
And there's no
What
door
a
you
great
can
way to describe him.
No door. No door. And it's not flashy.
I kind of agree with
flamboyant.
Yeah.
It's not when he drives in, you wouldn't even know he's the one, and he comes down, no ears. No ears. It dresses nice, it dresses to reflect his Afro background, does that. But it's not loud.
Yeah.
It's not loud.
Doesn't do all the show off and all.
He loves his family. His family love his second. He loves his family, and despite that, he shielded them away from the clear lights.
That's really amazing.
When he's with his family, he's with his family. So I would just say, remain humble, please. No, the loud airs and all that wouldn't really get far. Might even bring out the wrong impression. But when Sultan in humility walks in, everywhere is calm.
That's amazing.
Okay, I would like you to send, like a goodwill message to just reach out to the family, his colleagues, and his wishes, basically. Yeah, both of you will definitely respond to that. But I'll start with Mr. Tosin. Tosin, yeah.
Okay. For this, I would say that can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. To Abu, I'm sure you know that's the wife. That's what he calls the wife. Abu. Yeah. To her, I would just say that she should stay strong. This is not easy. This is not something I saw her on the Zoom yesterday, and I was just looking at her like I wanted to talk to her.
Oh, no.
God strengthen her. Maybe comfort from Ivan. Just stay with the family, the kids right now. I saw a message that they will want privacy at this time from the media.
Yes, please.
Stuff,
Yes,
which
please.
is what I will implore people to please give them. But I just pray for comfort, a divine one, to reach out to that family and touch them. There's so many things for them to see and bring back memories. So many, like anywhere you come, it's everywhere in the industry. So I'm just going to say that I will pray for comfort for them, and I pray at this. And since they've asked for that privacy, I will implore everybody in all the industry, all sectors, to please give the family that privacy for now.
Yeah, I think that is really important. Thank you so much,
Mr.
Tosin.
Tosin.
Okay, over to you, Ayo Duro Dola.
I would, Abu. There's nothing any one of us can do, or could do, that will bring your husband back.
Yeah.
Left enough footprints for his generation to follow, to walk on. We can't question God. He understands why he allows certain things to happen. And we only have to believe that it's for the best. We don't have to like it.
Okay.
It's an unquestionable thing. I wish her all the strength, and I want to implore the entertainment industry. I know we all make promises. We won't leave you. I will support you. Do this.
Yeah.
1 month, a lot of things will fizzle out. Stop ringing. I would implore the entertainment industry not to let the woman, not to leave her alone. It doesn't have to be financial. Sometimes a simple hello, how you doing? Goes a very long way.
A long way, yeah.
She right now, yes, she needs all the privacy so that she can grieve and heal, muster up the courage again, gradually try to fit into a new lifestyle.
Okay.
But she needs our support. She doesn't have to even see you at times, your voice, or if she even see you around her. I saw the way Olamide held her. Olamide didn't say a word, but he held her at the graveside. So sometimes the best words are silently said.
Absolutely. Just be there.
The entertainment industry should please stand by her. The basketball industry in Nigeria should please stand by her.
Thank you very much.
I know a lot of us as friends will also not abandon her. Yes, life will happen, but then Larry will not just fizzle out.
All right.
His life lives
His
on.
legacy lives on. Thank you so much for joining us on the
Thank you,
show
Mr.
today.
Tosin,
Even though you're
Obembe.
grieving, you took out time to be part of the show. We really appreciate you. Now we have a different perspective of, this amazing personality, Sal Sultan. Our heart
Thank you
goes out
so
to
much.
you all.
And of course, the whole entertainment industry.
Okay, we'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be taking calls. Stick around. This is Hello Africa.
Thank you.
Fire, 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 lele. Fire, 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 fire. While we are waiting for a miracle, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. While we are waiting oracle, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. We they pray make fire cool, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. Now we are waiting miracle, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. Can you burn? Fire, 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 fire. One day go, man they pray for brighter days ahead. Sunday shine, but I dey go. Small while I know they creamy lay my head. Me and my people no fit speak our mind. Government hold our mumu body. Yo, north, east, west, river, right. To live like king for our own country. Yo. While we are waiting for a miracle, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. While we are waiting oracle, fire they burn, they burn. These bad leaders, they know they mind us. Use money and try to divide us. I'm just on to Lagos, then use religion to divide us. They know they mind us. Let us use our money to minus. They pray may God guide us, but with this road now we one day find us. While we are waiting for a miracle, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. While we are waiting oracle, fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. We they pray make fire cool. Fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. Now we are waiting miracle. Fire they burn, they burn, they burn, they burn. While we are waiting for a miracle, fire they burn.
Welcome back. You're still tuned to Hello Africa, and of course, we had a wonderful, session with Ayo and Tosin telling us about the amazing legend Sound Sultan.
Yes.
And of course, I'm not alone. I'm with Faith.
Hello. Hi. It's been a wonderful time, and also a sad time. But then, we can change certain things.
Yeah, there's just so much to learn from this amazing man, and
Yes.
really, I will commend the fact that Sound Sultan is a very humble person.
Yes.
I've met him, I had a one-on-one interview, and he was so amazing.
Yes.
So it was kind of a rude shock to me. I was expecting somebody to debunk the fact that he is no more. Okay, away from that, we'll be taking our word facts. The first on the list, in Africa or in Nigeria, when you have light issues, you blame it on the rain, you blame it on different situations. But in US, they're having a different notion when it comes to, losing power. And they feel the
biggest
the
problem.
animal, responsible, or the corporates responsible for that is squirrels, okay? Squirrels are behind most power outrage in the US. Do you have an idea? If you don't, check it out, okay? So we're just going to be giving you word facts. Some things that, you feel, is this really going to happen or is this possible? Yes, it is possible. Okay, Next is, do you know that 1/4 of all your bones are located in your feet? I find that really intriguing, you know.
No, I don't. Well, I learned.
Okay.
In school.
Okay.
But then, of course, yeah, the leg has the most bones. Yeah,
Wow. 1/4.
of course.
Okay, I'm learning. I mean, we're learning every day, okay? You stop dying the day you stop
Of course,
learning.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you start dying the day you stop learning, okay? And this is Hello Africa. So we're bringing you more information about happenings around the world, information just to educate you and I, okay, to make informed decision. And the one that's really striking me is the fact that sunglasses were actually designed for Chinese judges, okay, to hide their facial expression during, you know, judgments and all that in courts. So
mean,
people don't get to see their expression.
We
I'm
never
like,
knew.
wow, that's really something else.
Yeah, we never knew. I mean, I would
know.
rather just buy a sunglass because sun is just too hot.
Yes, but right now we want to protect our eyes, you know, from the ray and all that, from the harshness of the sun. And some people want to just chill at the beach with their sunglasses and, you know, just have it as a fashion accessories because,
Okay.
I mean, it's like your accessory is not completed, especially if you're going out in a very hot weather. Okay,
course.
so now you know that it was originally made for the Chinese judges to just hide their expression. That's really nice. Just imagine during maybe all these should I say reality shows?
Of
The
course.
judges will hide their expression so nobody gets to know whether they're sad or happy. And they just, you know,
Pass their
give,
verdict.
yes, please.
Okay, this one says international astronauts must be able to speak Russian.
Russian.
I mean, come
I
on.
find that really
I don't even
amazing.
understand. Okay, but then, I mean, we look forward to when they would say maybe international astronauts should speak Yoruba or...
No, I think every job comes with what it takes for you to be part of it. So this is one of the facts that you have to know. Maybe you're a young girl or a young guy, you're,
course.
you know, aspiring to be an astronaut. Just know that learning an a Russian language is very key for you to be really out there.
Okay, finally, this one's the last one for today. It says,
Okay.
Australia has pink and purple lakes.
Wow, it's really colorful. I saw the picture. It's
Aside
beautiful.
the green lake, I never saw a colored lake.
And you mentioned something because I was saying it's natural. You say yes, it has to do with the plants
Yeah, it
that
had to do
grows
with the
on the
green.
yes, please.
Yeah, it had to do with pink algae. That's what they call them. Pink in microbiology. They are microbes. They are pink algae that grow in
Like
water in the
organisms.
lake. Yes, they grow in the lake, and that brings the coloration in the lake.
It's such a beautiful sight
Yeah,
to
it's a beautiful
behold.
thing,
It's
of
a
course.
beautiful sight to behold. So check it out, okay? Whenever you visit Australia, just try and go to the pink and
Yes.
purple lakes. And with that, we say thank you for being part of the show today. We had a great time. Thanks to all our wonderful guests for joining us. And even though they're grieving, they decided to just share the amazing life of Sound Sultan with us. Our heart goes out to his family, his friends, his colleague. Like what someone says, that sometimes silence, you know, speaks a whole lot. So let's try to give them that privacy. They've asked, you know, for people to just take it slow on them. Whatever you're putting out there, please just make sure it's some kind of prayer, some kind of, you know, words of encouragement to the family, okay? Let's not add to the injury that is going on already. And remember to stay safe. We mentioned that, please, and we pray that that girl will come back to her family, her loved ones, you know, in one piece, okay? And know, we're praying for you. We're praying for you that wherever you are, God will bring you back home. But just be conscious, okay? Whenever you're going out, just make sure people know your whereabouts, your loved ones to be precise. We've given you tips on what to do. Get the phone numbers, you know, to someone so they can be able to track that person, their addresses. And if you can even accompany this person, stay by maybe 10 meters away, get. If you see anything fishy, you can be able to call on the authorities. Okay, until when next we come your way, this has been Hello Africa. I am Nita, aka African Opera, and I had a wonderful time with
Favor Aya. See you again sometime. Have a lovely day ahead. Bye.